Hi, my name is Akankshya Upadhyay and I am your English instructor. In today's lesson, we will be learning about expressing inability and ability, which is in the 12th unit of our English book. So let's begin. Here's the topic, expressing ability and inability. The Cambridge Dictionary defines ability as the mental or physical power or skill needed to do something. So it defines ability as the mental or physical power or skill needed to do something. Now, we also use the modal verbs to express ability. Modal verbs. The examples are can, could, may, might, shall, etc. So we use some of the modal verbs to express ability. Let's begin by using can. So first we are using can. We use can to talk about someone's skill or general ability. So let me write it down. To express someone's skills or general ability. So for example, an example could be Prakriti can speak Newari very well. Another example can be they can't write in Newari. So notice that the topic is expressing inability and ability. So here we are expressing the ability of Prakriti, who can write Newari very well, who can speak Newari very well, ability. Whereas here in the second example, we are expressing the inability that they can't write in Newari. So inability. Ability can be expressed by positive modal verbs, whereas inability is always expressed with negative modal verbs. I hope you understand the difference. Also, can is used to talk about the ability to do something at a given time in present or future. So let's write it down. Can is used to talk about the ability to do something at a given time, be it in present or future. Let's go through some examples. They can run, comma, but they can't hide. So here we are expressing both ability and inability, and we are talking about something at a given time in present or future. So they can run in present, but they can't hide in future. They can run right now, but they can't hide once they run. Let's take another example. I can't breathe. So I can't breathe, it's in the present time, the ability. But we are also talking about inability. So this is a negative expression. I can't breathe. It's inability. Now we go through expressing ability using could. So we use could to talk about past time. So something that has happened in the past. We use could to express the ability to talk about something that was in past, not in present. So to talk about past, to express the ability or inability about past. For example, Prakriti could speak Newari very well. Let's take another example. They couldn't write in Newari. So the first sentence is, the first example is showing the ability of Prakriti, who could speak Newari very well in the past, but you're not sure about the present. Maybe Prakriti went somewhere where she does not use Newari, where there is no Newari community. So because she has not practiced Newari, she forgot how to speak in Newari. So Prakriti could speak Newari very well in the past. This is showing ability of Prakriti which she had in the past. Now another example, the second example shows inability. They couldn't write in Newari. So people couldn't write in Newari in the past, but they taking trainings and they're learning from their guardians, their parents, also from their teachers, so they can write in Newari now. But we are using could because we are talking about the past. So they couldn't write in Newari before, but maybe they can now. So could is used to talk about the past, and couldn't is used to talk about inability in the past. We also use another modal verb, could have. So let's see how we use could have and why do we use. We use could have to say that someone had the ability to do something in the past but did not do it. They didn't do it. So let's note it down. Someone had the ability to do something in the past but they didn't do it. So let's go through some examples. Example, they could have eaten all the food. They could have eaten all the food, but they didn't. Sita could have easily passed her exams, but she didn't because she did not study. If she had studied, she could easily pass all the papers, whether it was difficult or not. So they could have eaten all the food, but they didn't. It's talking about the past. The first example is talking about the past, that people could have eaten all the food. They were all foodie and they all could eat them all, but they didn't. So it's using could have. In the second example, Sita could have easily passed her exams, but she didn't pass because she did not study. Let's go through the last structure using was able to. Was able to plus verb. Now this is showing that someone was capable of doing something and he did it. They simply did it. It's just expressing after the person was gone that he could really do these many things, the abilities. So let's take an example. Akankshya was able to record 9 classes a day. So this is only an example. I don't actually. Akankshya was able to record 9 classes a day. So that's in the past when she was able to record 9 classes a day. She was able to plus verb plus object, 9 classes a day. So this is how we express ability. Let's walk through it once again. The mental or physical power or skill to do something is known as ability. So some of the modal verbs like can, could, was are used to express ability. So the first expression is done through can, where can is generally used to express someone's skill or general ability. Example, Prakriti can speak Newari very well. So it's her general ability to, or her general skills to speak in Newari, to actually talk in Newari very well. So this is an ability. We're using the positive modal verb can to show her ability, and we're again using a negative modal verb can't, which is written to show or express an inability of a group of people. So here's the second example stating that they can't write in Newari. So those people couldn't write in Newari? No. So they can't write in Newari. To talk about the ability to do something at a given time in present or future, we use can. So they can run, but they can't hide. It's in the present. They can't run. They can run, but they can't hide. They can run at the moment, but when they finish, when they reach somewhere, they cannot hide. You can say, help, I can't breathe. So help at this moment, because I am not being able to breathe. I cannot breathe anymore. So please help me. You can just add help here. Help, I can't breathe. Now let's go through could. Could is used to talk about the ability in past. So here, Prakriti could speak Newari very well. She could speak Newari very well in the past. So we've used could. They couldn't write in Newari. They couldn't write in Newari in the past. So we're using couldn't. This is inability. You don't know about the present. Maybe they know how to write in Newari. Maybe they don't. But you know that they couldn't write in Newari in the past. And Prakriti could speak Newari very well is the ability of Prakriti. Now we're going through could have. Could have is generally used to show that someone had the ability to do something in the past, but they did not do it. They did not utilize their knowledge to do something, but they were capable of doing that. However, they didn't use it. So for example, they could have eaten all the food. Sita could have easily passed her exams, but they didn't. It didn't happen. Sita didn't pass her exam, but she could have easily done that. They could have eaten all the food. People could have eaten all the food, but they didn't. Now here's the last structure that we have, was, which is was able to plus verb. So Akanksha was able to record 9 classes a day. This is the ability of a person in the past that they had already utilized. So now Akanksha, maybe she can record more than 9 classes, or she cannot record more than 9 classes, but there was a point of time where she could record 9 classes a day. So that's an ability of Akanksha. So we use was able to. Now we'll go through a short example from book, which is, so we are reading what Sarita has to say about her sister Manju. Here is an example of what Sharada had to say about her sister Manju. I've extracted some of the statements here to show the abilities and inabilities of Manju that Sharada has mentioned. So here, in the first sentence, in this slide, it's written, when Manju was very little, she was too scared to go down the stairs. Time went by and now she can. So this statement shows the ability of Manju that she can go down the stairs now. And notice that the sentence structure can has been used. Remember that I mentioned that can is used to talk about someone's general ability. So it's the general ability of Manju that she can go down the stairs, right? So we move forward to the second statement. Manju wasn't able to make a call, and now she can do video calls. So this is another ability Manju has grown, that she wasn't in the past. She wasn't able to make a call. You can also write, Manju couldn't make a call. The sentence will also be correct, but here it's written wasn't, which is not incorrect. As Sharada is talking about Manju when she was small in this statement, till here, Manju wasn't able to make a call, and the word and separates these two statements. And now she can do video calls. So this is an ability that Manju has grown, that now she can do video calls, and can is another general ability. Can is again showing another general ability of Manju, that's doing video calls. So another statement, Manju couldn't solve even the simplest problems. So couldn't solve, remember, could and couldn't. Could is the way to express ability, and couldn't is used to show the inability. However, it comes from could. So could is used to talk about the past, right? So Manju couldn't solve even the simplest problems of mathematics. That was in the past. That's at her primary level. So Manju couldn't solve even the simplest problems of mathematics at primary level. But now she can solve mathematical problem herself. So here in the first part of the third statement, couldn't is used because it's showing the inability in the past, and now Sharada uses can because she's showing the ability at the present, the general ability in the present. So Manju couldn't even solve the problems of simplest mathematics in the past, but now she can. So this is showing ability and inability in the same statement. And finally, what she can't do yet is stay far from me. So this is an inability that Manju has, that she cannot stay far away from Sharada. So here can't is showing inability, couldn't is showing inability, wasn't able to is showing another inability, and all the other modal verbs are showing the ability. Now again, we have a small piece of homework for the next class. Who is your best friend? Who is your best friend? What are the qualities that make him or her your best friend? So you are expected to mention the abilities and inabilities of your best friend, like if she can sing or she teaches you something or anything, and some of her inabilities that makes her your best friend or him your best friend. So come up with this, and if you have any problem in the meantime, please feel free to write to me at learning@deerwalk.edu.np. Thanks for watching.